Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hold on, let me get right. Let me get right, y'all. Let me get right. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Up Next. Man, I don't come back with another video. Hey man, look. Basically, Cenat Facing 10. You know what I'm saying? It happened to most of us, it happened to the best of us. But we about to hop straight into the video. Make sure y'all go support me to keep it simple. But I'll straight into it. Let's get it, let's go.
Told them, don't you doubt the kid. I run up 30 on 30 on 30. When I'm in the streets, I stay too sturdy. 2x2 Hellcat, go fast. 4x4 lamb truck on the gas. I'm only 18, you a big thing. Before 18, I see things feel like a big boy with 6 rings. Or Bumblebee with 16. How you feel about that? Oh, you like that? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Bro, I'm so sorry. It has to be fire if that's... I am so sorry. I did not mean to break that tape. I did not mean to break that, bro. Bro, you looking red, bro. If y'all need me to, you know, damn, I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy, bro. But I thought I was Bobby, bro. Yo, nah, this is crazy, bro. Not gonna sue me, right? Not gonna sue me, right? Alright. My sister's gonna be pissed. Oh my gosh.
Who assaulted that 60-year-old man and it fucked up his business deserve to all get punished. I don't care. You're messing with a man who's trying to break up shit's business, and I agree with you. Why did it get like that? I don't know. I don't think it's about race. I think it's about how they're raised. I don't think it's about race at all. I don't. I think it's about how you're raised. I think that's.
Okay, so who is predominantly doing this?
I mean, you know the answer, bro. I'm not gonna say it.
You made it about race. So who's predominantly beating up old men?
Who's predominantly doing all the stuff? The people that weren't raised properly. I said it.
Wait, are you saying black people weren't raised properly?
No, I never said that. What are you talking about? No, I never said that shit.
You just said.
No, I didn't. Bro, I told you it's never been about race. For example, I'll give you an example right now. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, hear me out. So listen, Sneaky-O. Let's just say Joe Schmo who assaulted that 60-year-old guy in his business.
Works in public
the guys who assaulted that 60-year-old man and it fucked up his business deserve to all get punished. I don't care. You're messing with a man who's trying to break up shit's business, and I agree with you. Listen, Sneaky-O. Let's just say Joe Schmo who assaulted that 60-year-old guy in his business.
Listen.
That's tough.
Bases loaded.
That's how we're gonna start off the video.
Bottom in the ninth.
That's how we're gonna start off the video with Sneaky-O in the dress. That's tough.
Sin embargo,
that's tough.
Respirar.
I really need to charge my laptop.
Déjalo respirar.
Hold up, yo.
Let it breathe. Now, Aiden Ross feels some type of way. And the way Aiden Ross felt is how the majority of people in the suburbs and all around the world in the hills, when they watch the news, they just see a bunch of black faces and they think that these black faces represent everybody. No, those people who sturdy don't represent me. I don't sturdy. I'm in my 30s and I don't sturdy. Follow the wordplay. And I'm gonna say this again. I'm in my 30s and I don't sturdy. Any black man that's sturdy and on top of a car, kicking out windows, does not represent me. At the end of the day, listen, love who you are. Love the way God created you. But I'm telling you, as a black man or any minority man or any man in general, it is better to be an individual. It is better to walk alone. It is better to walk to the beat of your own drum. Now, before we go any further, Sneeko said, it's how black people were raised. But with this outfit on, I just want to know
how was you
did
raised?
His parents raise him. And I'm going to say this again. How did Sneeko parents tell him this outfit was acceptable?
That's tough.
Who in his high value circle told him this was acceptable? My man is pushing the agenda. And I'm gonna say this again, my man is pushing the agenda. Listen, no straight male is gonna wear this, but this is a problem, and this is why all you guys out here who are strong, this is why it's so important to get on your grind. This is why it's so important to really step your game up, because listen, they got guys like this. They promote guys like this, so women end up liking guys like this, but look how guys like this are dressing. Listen, when you get to a certain level, your masculinity is gone.
Damn.
Sneeko is talking about how black people are raised, but at the end of the day, guess what? Whoever raised him to throw his masculinity out the window like a blunt when the cops behind you and you got suspended tags. And I'm gonna say this again: whoever raised Sneeko, they raised him to throw out his masculinity. Like he was smoking a blunt and he had suspended tags and the cop was right behind him. Aiden Ross also threw Cenat under the bus. You talk about the old school song, Friends. How many of us have them? Friends, the ones that we can depend on. A lot of people are not your friend. When ish hits the fan, when the diarrhea hits the fan,
Yep.
a lot of people are going to scramble to get away from the path of the diarrhea. They are going to scramble to get away from the path of your BS. And Cenat was definitely on some BS. And I'm going to show you in the next slide. But Aiden Ross, you see him smiling ear to ear. The industry is so fake. I just want you young guys to understand, besides the money grab, which doesn't last long, Cenat is now facing felonies, jail time, and he can't leave the country. So besides the money grab, I just want you guys.
I just want to point something out. I'm gonna let him keep talking. Cause I want the video to him. Matter of fact, pause it. My boy just went to Japan, right? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. When you enter the system, bro, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, getting locked up, stuff like that, that's tough. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's almost to a sense where it's like, nah, bro, like, I don't even want to sit here. I feel like every video I keep explaining to y'all, like, how this shit ain't cool, like how going to jail ain't cool, how doing this and doing that ain't cool, how following the crowd ain't cool, but shit, fuck it. Some of y'all niggas gotta just understand that shit, man. A lot of y'all niggas ain't gonna understand it until it happen to y'all, so
I don't need a tribe. I'm good. I stand 10 toes down. But Aiden Ross and Cenat in this picture, they look like best friends. You know why? Because they are best friends. They're pushing the same agenda. They are on the same team. So for Aiden Ross to now turn his back on Cenat, like these guys do not have shows talking about, is she a virgin? At the end of the day, everybody knows a lot of these guys that are pushed to the forefront, they are pushed to the forefront because they push ignorance. Aiden Ross, he doesn't have to be black. He is highly ignorant. That's the only reason they push Aiden Ross, because of his ignorance. The only reason they push Cenat is because of his ignorance. A lot of people who are not ignorant, they have to play ignorant just to get their 15 minutes of fame in Hollywood. Cenat, when you see him with his two pinkies doing that, Bad Bunny does that. That's a Masonic symbol. Listen, a lot of stuff is going to go over your head because you guys are attracted to the Gucci. You guys are attracted to the Louis. So as long as they wear Gucci, as long as they wear Louis, you're going to miss the signs that they are pledging and throwing up symbols to the elite. Every picture is by design. And I'm going to say this again. Every picture is by design. As a matter of fact, they have managers. They have gatekeepers who turn them into gatekeepers. But at the end of the day, everything is by design. This is Cenat right here. This is the lady who raised him. He did not do the PS5 giveaway in his neighborhood. And that's a problem. He did it downtown. I told you guys, I'm the only one on YouTube saying all roads lead to downtown, but not all roads lead to the suburbs. Let it breathe. Now, with that being said, one shot take, no stopping. When it comes to this content, let's get it. I do this.
let's go.
Look at Cenat to the left. That's the real Cenat. That's the real Kai Cenat. The Kai Cenat to the right, he's a plant. He's been down since the beginning of time. He is just like Drake. He is just like Doja Cat. I'm going to do the video on Doja Cat tomorrow, but a lot of people don't know Doja Cat mother is actually Jewish. That's how she cracked into the industry. But the fact that she's still half black, guess what? They're still going to humiliate her because she's half black. I know, let it breathe. But this is Kai Cenat. He claims he's from the Bronx. He's telling everybody he's from the Bronx. This does not look like the Bronx. If you guys think this does not look like the Bronx, put a 44 in the
He
chat.
said this is not from
and
the Bronx.
if you think that this woman right here raised him in the Bronx, if you don't believe that, put a 44 in the chat. You guys have to understand, I said this from day one. There's a lot of guys from the suburbs. What happens is they are not allowed to push ignorance if you are from the suburbs. That's how the game goes. If you're from the suburbs and you try to be ignorant, nobody's going to believe you. It's like Jay-Z. We don't believe you. You need more people.
I ain't gonna cap. I'm from the
If you claim
suburbs.
you're from the Bronx, if you claim you're from Brooklyn,
I'm from
if
the
you
country,
claim
but
just Queens,
like-
Jamaica, South Side, guess what? They're going to give you a free pass. Like, oh,
Suburbs.
it's okay to sturdy. Oh, it's
It's more
okay to be
suburban.
ignorant. That's because Kai Cenat lied. Kai Cenat, like many other actors in Hollywood, they are professional actors and they have to sell you a lie. Dave East from Silver Springs, Maryland. He will never get on and tell you he's from Silver Springs, Maryland. He's gonna come on and tell you he's from Harlem. Jim Jones is a blood, a fake blood, an industry blood. At the end of the day, Jim Jones and Dave East hang out. How is this possible?
That's why I love watching this man, because he gonna call it how it is, bro. A lot of these celebrities, a lot of these puppets are fake. They're fake. And that's facts.
How is the blood hanging out with the Crip? Easy, because they're both industry actors. You guys have to understand the same way Dave East is not from Harlem, it's the same thing. Kai Cenat is not from the Bronx. They both pulled the wool over our eyes. Look at this guy right here in the red. I was gonna make this video earlier. I had to double back. Listen, I'm grinding, I'm putting in the work. Look at this guy right here in the red pants. He is hopping on top a car that he didn't pay for. Let me tell you guys something about people who are unemployed, and I'm gonna keep saying this on all my videos so you guys can understand how dangerous people are when they're unemployed, because I call them unemployed shooters, but even the ones without gun, they will still sturdy on top of your car, and guess what? They're not going to pay the deductible. To everybody who has a car and you understand what a deductible is, put a 100 in the chat. A deductible is when something happens to your car in America, because people watch my content from all over the world. But if something happens to your car in America and you pay insurance, they charge you $500 to start the process. They will cut the check, but you got to pay $500 to start the process. This man that left his car right here, suppose he was paycheck to paycheck. Suppose he was on a seafood dinner date and a female ordered double shots. Suppose he only had $80 in his pocket. Now he has to ride around New York with a messed up car because he does not have the money for the deductible. And guess what? Guess who's not going to pay for the deductible? The guy with the red pants, he's not going to pay for the deductible. And guess who else isn't going to pay for the deductible? Kai Cenat is not going to pay for the deductible. You guys have to understand, this is so serious. I feel like a journalist. How do I break this down? How do I give you the news of how dangerous and how just messed up this whole situation? I don't want to curse. How messed up, effed up this whole situation. Listen, this right here, people call
that's messed up though. That's terrible.
It looked like a game of Street Fighter. Not trying to be funny. It looked like a game of Street Fighter where it was just one character and they just had to beat the car up by themselves. If it was E Honda, he just used his one hand, boom, 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 used his left hand, whole car broke down. It looked like a game of Street Fighter. You guys have to understand, you talk about vandalism, this man in the red pants, he is still on a slideshow. This man is sturdying. He is sturdying on top of a car. I told you guys about that sturdy dance. That sturdy dance is demonic. A lot of these guys that are young, and I'm telling you, if you're 30 plus, put a 500 in the chat. Stay away from these young dudes. These young dudes have rage. They're not getting laid, and they're
crashing out.
Two things: they're not getting laid, they're not getting paid, and they have rage. That's three things. Let's bring it back. They're not getting laid, they're not getting paid, and they have rage. And what Kai Cenat did was whatever he was dealing with in his life. Look at this guy right here stepping on top of Porsche. Stepping on top of Porsche.
Crazy, bro.
Not that it's a Porsche, but at the end of the day, he doesn't care about the car. He doesn't care about anything. He is just doing him. This man right here has nothing but rage in his heart. The crowd, look at them. Everybody got their cell phones out. Look how many people are in attendance, but nobody is in attendance at the local bodega. Nobody is ready for work.
Crazy.
Yes, look at the aftermath of Kai Cenat. But Kai Cenat fans are going to say, Mr. Keep It Simple, you made a video about him 2 weeks ago. Listen, I called it 2 weeks ago. Literally. A lot of people are going to talk about it now because it's trending. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about views. I had a couple videos that hit 100K views, but the fact that YouTube wanted to share profits with somebody else, I said absolutely not. And took the videos down. I don't care about views. Let it breathe.
Absolutely
Sometimes
not.
views equal fake news. And I'm going to say this again. Sometimes views equal fake news. Look at the car, windshield gone. This man right here worked hard to probably purchase this car. If this car was a Toro car, oh man, somebody right now is about to come up on Toro. If you guys are not familiar with Toro, it's a rental car company. And guess what? If anything happens to your car, they cut you a whole check for your car getting damaged. If this was a Toro car, somebody's about to come up. But in the meantime, in between times, listen, a lot of these young men are dangerous. They have a lot of rage. I work with them. I dealt with them. They have a lot of rage. And when they feel that they are not being heard in society, they want to cause pandemonium. They want to cause a riot. Kai Cenat, whatever spirit was in him, he bought him and the whole AMP squad. They brought their spirit to New York City, and they told them specifically, one more time, specifically, meet in front of the Whole Foods. They gave the Addy, they dropped the Addy. Everybody knew that Kai Cenat was coming, but he was coming with false promises of a PS5. Now, I don't want this video to be too long because I did a video on my other page, Mark the Mentor, Let It Breathe. But the paparazzi, he asked Kai Cenat something very important. He said, what happened to the PS5s? Let it breathe. He said, what happened to the PS5s? You gotta understand, listen, they don't want real people in the building like myself. They don't want real people in the building that got 126 subscribers dropping real content, but we're getting overshadowed by these suckers. You guys have to understand. Kai Cenat is dealing with something. Kai Cenat has rage in his heart. Kai Cenat is not the little kid that was standing next to the woman. Kai Cenat wanted to follow Lil Uzi Vert. Kai Cenat is a follower. He was in the Lil Uzi Vert video, I Just Wanna Rock. And he was an extra in the video. Kai Cenat wanted to duplicate the same result, the same success that Lil Uzi Vert did because it looked entertaining and looked fun. But Lil Uzi Vert is working for Lucifer. And not only that, Lil Uzi Vert had the permit. Not only that, Lil Uzi Vert had the budget okay. Not only that, Lil Uzi Vert had the police on standby. Lil Uzi Vert was cleared. Kai Cenat was not cleared. I was in the zone. Look at the slideshow. They had fights breaking out. But the Kai Cenat fans are not going to talk about random bystanders that was getting 2 pieces in a biscuit. A lot of people, listen, it was Popeyes in a crowd. It was Church's Chicken in the crowd.
2 pieces.
It was Purdue Chicken in the crowd. It was so many 2 pieces in a biscuit. What's a 2 pieces to keep it simple? When somebody hit you with the jab, 1, and then they come through with that right, 2. Boom, 2 pieces, 1, 2, boom, boom. So many people got hit with a 2 pieces in a biscuit. All because of Kai Cenat.
He said it was the 1, 2.
Jump. People were literally getting beat up. Whatever Kai Cenat went through in his life, whatever the AMP squad went through in their life, whatever Duke the Dennis the Duke, whatever you want to call him, whatever they went through in life, these men, you will think they have it all, but they have a lot of rage. Listen, energy attracts energy. Your energy, you could make, this is what happens when people talk about influencers. An influencer can make millions of people crash out. Literally, before I finish this video, people were getting punched in the face, getting locked up, crashed out. And out of 65 people that got arrested, only 30 were juveniles. So that means at least 35 plus more people entered the system. Kai Cenat did a job for the elites. He offered people up to the criminal system. Let me tell you guys something. In the criminal system, when you get locked up, you got to pay for lawyers. You got to pay for fees. It's your state, yes. It's not just you versus
I be
judge,
trying to
it's you
tell y'all
versus
niggas.
state. You are going through it. You are paying fee after fee. They put you on probation. You got to step. You got to go into class. You got to make sure your piss is clean. You are going through it all because of Cenat. It's so many people. They're going to graduate from Yale. They're going to graduate from Harvard, but they're going to show up and they're not going to get the job because their employer are going to see you was at the Cenat giveaway. Now, let's talk about the giveaways.
That's tough.
No PS5s were handed out.
That nigga doing the goddamn
No
Goku
PCs
motherfucker.
were handed out. No
Yeah!
PCs were handed out. No
You kick
early
straight
release
through that
Madden
motherfucker,
2026 Illuminati edition were handed out.
That's tough.
Look at this other man right here, sturdy. But not only that, look at this guy right here with the blue pants, looking like something off a Street Fighter. This man looks like a guy off a Street Fighter.
Kick it
This
straight
man
through
is
that
coming through
motherfucker.
with the back forward. This man is coming through with the radio kick. This man is coming
The
through
back
with
forward.
This man looks
He
like
said he
something
came
off
through
of
with the
Mortal
back
Kombat.
forward.
Blue sweatpants on and a do-rag. This man right here is
With that
totally
Karate Kid,
unemployed.
motherfucker.
When you are unemployed, a lot of people who are unemployed, they commit crime. This man is committing a crime because he's unemployed. See, people that are unemployed, they don't believe in a temp agency. If you are unemployed, listen, there is a local temp agency in every city, every state. Call the temp agency and get right. One thing a lot of
said
these
call
people
the
in the
temp
crowd are
agency
not
and
doing,
get right.
they're not attended work. Then you got the guy in the black pants. Literally, this is so much going on. Let it breathe. This man is sturdying on top of a car.
That ain't even his.
This man is sturdying on
You
top
on the top of the car that
somebody
ain't
else's
even
car.
yours, bruh.
At the end of the day, you guys have
crazy.
to understand this whole situation, it could have ended bad. And I'm not talking about just people going to jail, but it could have ended bad. Listen, well, it did end it bad because a lot of people got punched in the face and they didn't retaliate. Do you know the feeling of getting punched in your face and you didn't retaliate? They didn't retaliate because they didn't want to get jumped. A lot of people took random sucker punches to the face. Listen, this
I'm
crowd
beating
right now
that.
goes
Don't
to
give a
show
damn if I get
it's not
jumped.
all about the masses. It's all about
Punch
good
me,
quality
nigga. We
content
out,
and
nigga.
less is
What's
more.
happening?
Because a lot of people with the masses
I don't give a
look
fuck.
at what their crowd,
What's
look at
up?
what they're subscribed, look
Oh,
at his
nigga.
audience, look how they represent. And let me tell you guys something. In the media, they're always trying to spin it like, look what black people are doing. Listen, at the end of the day,
Stop it.
you got some white people at the end of the day.
You got some white people
black
that's crazy
you got some
too,
Asian
bro.
people.
Like, come
listen,
on,
you
bro.
got listen,
Stop it.
your skin color
Stop
doesn't
it.
matter.
Stop it.
Ignorance
Stop
is
it. Stop it.
ignorance.
Stop it.
For the young black men that are running around, that's because they don't have a father.
Look at the Asian nigga
That's
right
because they
there
don't
taking
have
the
an uncle
fucking
in their
videos.
lives. So at the end of the day, they
You
feel
there
like the
too.
PlayStation is it. Listen, let me tell you guys something. When I was younger, the last PlayStation, Xbox I bought it a while ago. And guess what? I stopped playing that at 18. When you out here getting money, who has time to play games? Unless you're a Twitch streamer, who has time to play video games? At the end of the day, I stopped playing video games at 18. A lot of guys, they're living in a virtual world. Cenat, the whole AMP squad, they were living in a virtual world. And guess what? The fact that the fans in the audience was living in a virtual world, they baited everybody with fake promises of PS5s. Listen, people got criminal records, but one thing they didn't receive was a PS5. People got sprayed, pepper mace, sucker punch, but one thing they didn't receive was a PS5. You guys have to understand, a lot of people that do giveaways, the giveaways are not from the heart. A lot of people that do things, they want to bring their cameras out. If Cenat really wanted to give away PS5s, all he had to do was take
Walk
emails
down
like
the
I'm
street.
doing and ship out the PS5s. That's all he had to do. And I'm gonna say this again before I finish this video. If Cenat wanted to give out PCs and PS5s, all he had to do was go to a local post office and ship out PS5s and PCs. But no, he had a bigger plan. He had a bigger agenda. And at the end of the day, guess what? He sent people to the system.
Damn. Amazing video from Mr. Keep It Simple, man. Make sure I go check him out. Make sure I go hit that like button. Make sure I go subscribe to his channel. I think we hear it. I think we hear how God feeling. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm going to catch y'all folks later, bro. Peace.